Welcome to another episode of Boat Snoop. I'm your host, Clinton Johnson. What we have for you guys today is a 2002 Sea Ray Amberjack 290. This boat, she is stored on a lift and it is covered as well. You'll notice later that her bimini top, the canvas there, is in really good condition. Bottom paint isn't brand new, but definitely still decent and effective. The owner was telling me that that is a new windlass, that it works well. And the name of this boat is Salty Cocktail in Cape Coral, Florida. She does have inboard outboards. Appears that the paint on them is pretty decent. You can see that the zincs, see those zincs right there? Pretty good condition. Like I said, she is kept out of the water. Nice swim platform on the back. Let's hop on board and take a look. So first thing you'll notice, there's seating here on the back bench for about 3 people. There's an additional seat here for another person. Another one here. And captain's chair, which is bolstered, really nice. Another 2 people for a total of 7. Behind the back bench seat, we do have additional storage. It does have a drain that leads out. Additionally, we do have some more storage here, or maybe you could fit a trash can into there. And we additionally have a sink right there behind the captain. Moving forward, we have the helm station. So I was talking with the owner of this boat, and the GPS, as you can tell, it does work. You do have a little haziness around the screen, but is definitely readable, definitely functions. The radio, it turns on, but currently the antenna needs to be replaced up top, so it doesn't function, but it does turn on. Once that was replaced, that should work. He did want me to point out that this little Raytheon GPS unit there, that little one, that does not work. And this Raymarine depth finder, it does work. The only reason I turned it off is because we have a low tide today and it just kept alarming over and over and it was really annoying. But so we turned it off. Bolstered seats. Appears that most of our gauges fairly decent shape. The owner reports to me there's about 15 hours on these engines. As far as the engine bay goes and the generator on this boat, it is down below here. You have an access port here so you can see the top of the generator, but you can get to almost all the generator through this big hatch here. We're going to open it up, and from there I'm going to show you the engine bay, and then we're going to start up the engines for you so you can see them run. All right, we're going to hop down into this engine room, and we're actually going to fire up these motors and let you watch them start and run. We'll take them up in some RPMs, just show that there's, belts aren't flying, smoke's not blowing out everywhere, anything like that. They run well. I've already seen them, but I'm going to show you. Let's get down here and take a look. Here we have our starboard motor. Got our battery bank here. Just forward of the battery bank, we have a hot water heater. The owner of this boat says that's a fairly new hot water heater. If we turn around forward here, we have our Westerbeek generator showing about, at least on the hour meter, 56.4 hours. And we got some tanks, and then we got over here, and we got our port motor. Mercruiser 5.0s. All right, let's watch these things run. So now that we've seen the engines run, I do want to get you up on the bow. And so I'm going to hop on up here and I'm going to take you around to the bow, and then we'll come back down below and inside the boat, in the salon, and the V-berth and all of that. So I am going to hop up here and then go up to the bow. We're going to go check that out. First of all, I want to take a look at the top here on the bimini top. These fishing rod holders. This whole thing right here. As far as the radio goes, currently it turns on, but this antenna is broken currently, and so that makes it so that the radio doesn't currently function, even though it does turn on. If that was to be fixed, then simple fix, then you have the radio back up. This canvas on top of this bimini top is it's really nice. Really nice condition. This boat's being kept on a covered lift. All right, we're up on the bow. There's a decent amount of area here that you can actually lay out. A couple people could lay on either side of the hatch for a 29-foot boat. The bow area is pretty nice and roomy. We do have an electric windlass. The owner had said that is fairly new and works well. You got your foot pedals there. So for operation up here at the bow. And here is the view from the bow, and then heading aft. Let's get back down in the boat and take a look. And finally, the moment probably many of you have been waiting for. Hey guys, do you need a loan to buy your new boat? So many lenders. Who to choose? Are you getting the best rate? What if the boat I want is older than 20 years old? Not to worry, my friends. Boat Snoop has a solution. As a yacht broker, I have a boat loan broker and sponsor of this channel that many of my clients use to great satisfaction. I jokingly call him my boat lending leprechaun, holding the Holy Grail in his right hand while riding a unicorn over a rainbow into a pot of gold. You might ask, Clint, why do you call him that? Because this guy, he has been in the business for over 30 years and has connections to almost every major boat lender possible. Additionally, he has a good handful of lenders that can finance a boat 21 to 30 years old, and lenders that do that are not that common. Finally, he has one lending source that can finance boats over 30 years old. That's right. It could be possible to get a loan on an antique or classic boat. To summarize, using a boat loan broker such as this saves you time, as you only have to fill out one application instead of many from a whole host of different lenders, which is time consuming and utterly exhausting. As many of my clients have found, he'll bring to you the best financing deals he can find and that you can qualify for. If you're located in the United States, need a boat loan for $20,000 US or more, and you are interested in connecting with my personally recommended boat lending leprechaun, just email me your name and best phone number at lender@boatsnoop.com. Upon receiving your email, I will personally introduce my lender and you via email. At that point, I just fade away and let the two of you get to work on financing your new boat. So to get down into the salon area, the inside living area of this vessel, really, really big, comfortable V-berth. Place to seat, really in my opinion, for two, but nice and comfortable. Let's get down and take a look. So here we have a place to sit and dine, or whatever else you wanted to do. Maybe play some cards. I do want to point out this boat does have air conditioning. It's not on right now because we're actually lifted too high out to run that. We'd have to lower the boat all the way down the water. And like I said earlier, we have a low, really, really low tide today in Cape Coral. Here on the starboard side, additionally, you could probably hear the music if we stop for a second. I don't want to let that go where YouTube's algorithm will pick that up and flag me as copyright, so I'm just going to pretty much talk or maybe turn that down. CD player there as well. Here's your electrical panels. AC vent. Really large V-berth. And a little bit of storage below. We opened it earlier when I was with the owner. He stowed a couple things away. It's not super deep under there. But as far as this V-berth, look at that. And it's bolstered. I mean, you could be in there taking a nap or something, and the captain makes a hard turn and rolls you, and you're just going to hit that really nice soft padding. That's really nice. But I don't know if it shows up on the video, but it's almost like three people could lie side by side. It's super wide. For here we have the galley. She comes with a microwave. Nice little microwave. Nice and clean. Single burner electric. Nice and clean. And small refrigerator with an ice box in there. Once again, nice and clean. Now looking aft from the V-berth, now this is a 29-foot boat. You got to remember that. So it's not a massive boat, but there are a lot of places to sit, a lot of places to sleep. I mean, this right here is going to make down, you can see the little ledges, that's going to make down into an additional bed. So at least two people up in the V-berth, another person here, that's three, and at least one more person back here. Maybe you could scrunch two kids in. They have the cushions. They're using this for storage for life vests, isinglass, other things like that. But for a 29-foot boat, pretty decent amount of room, pretty beamy. And finally, what we have is the head. And you know what? You can see the shine off this. Nice, clean, functional head. Everything that you're going to need. Shower's actually going to come off your sink. You're just going to pull that out, use it. Little holder up there if you just want to place it up there, take a shower. But completely functional, good amount of room for a 29-foot boat. Once again, nice and clean. Well, thank you for joining me on another episode of Boat Snoop, where we looked at a 2002 Sea Ray Amberjack 290. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos of additional boats, I do boats of all shapes, sizes as they come along. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you next time.